Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a very delicious sweet dish, and I have got a lot of queries always that how to make a rasgulla. And being from Calcutta, rasgulla is something that we grew up eating. So today I'm going to share step by step the rasgulla recipe, and I would say that this is a healthy dish because white sugar is used and cheese is used. But one, it is homemade, the cheese is homemade, so that is there. And secondly, the sugar that is used is basically in the syrup, which you can squeeze out when you are having the rasgulla. So I have grown up eating, and I love this recipe. So let's just get started. All through the cooking session, I'll be sharing step by step detailed mistakes and the things that we should do and not do when making a rasgulla. So let's just start right away. We start by taking full fat milk. Here there is no carton milk, there is no soy milk, there is no almond milk. There is just plain fresh full fat milk that has to be used. So we start with a liter of full fat milk in a pan. So here we are heating the full fat milk. The milk has come to a boil, and now we are going to add lemon juice. And the first is to take out the milk pot from the fire onto the base of a counter, and then we're going to add lemon juice. Now what happens is, a lot of people suggest vinegar, but vinegar really makes it tart. So just stick to lemon juice as per the lemon that is available. So start with 1 to 2 tablespoons and keep stirring till you have a nice lumps of paneer that floating. So here the paneer, you can see, has curdled. And we will be taking in a muslin cloth. Again, for the muslin cloth, I will give you suggestions. Do not take a small muslin cloth because we will be washing the paneer. So if you take a small muslin cloth, a lot of paneer will just go down the drain. So do not use a handkerchief. Use a big muslin cloth so that you can get everything in the cloth and not it's not wasted and not goes down in the drain. First is draining. Paneer is here, nice and soft and warm, and you're going to wash it thoroughly so that all the water moves into this paneer pieces and all the tartness is removed. What you will do is, which is why I told you to use this big cloth. Now take this cloth and hang these on any of the sink counters like this. So when we hang this, what happens is, a lot of water that you see gets drained. Do not skip these steps. Each and every step that I'm saying will help you to get very good rasgullas. So this has to drain in its own weight. 4.5 cups of water. So and 1/4 cup of sugar. Now you can also go for 1.5 cup of sugar if you like a little sweet, but this is a very standard measurement that I have taken. And then I'm going to add a little bit of cardamom. So just crushed cardamom. Little bit of cardamom has gone in, and now we'll just cover this. Now as this is boiling, we will be making the paneer. The paneer is here it was hanging for 30 minutes, so mostly a lot of water has drained out, and you see it's like a ball, you can see here. Now you have to use your hands, there is no way out but to use your hands. These are fairly soft, and you have to knead these from the bottom, from the heel of your hand. These have to be kneaded well. This kneading takes some time, but this is what will yield the most amazing, soft, juicy rasgullas. So keep kneading till everything comes together. Now in this I will also share one small tip. This is not a traditional tip, but I have seen, if you are a newbie in making rasgullas, add a teaspoon of corn flour. So just a teaspoon. Now what will happen is, if you are going grain free, then you just skip this step. But in case you are, it's okay to add just a teaspoon of corn flour. Now corn flour will bind the rasgullas, and you will get them even smoother, and the chances of breaking it in the sugar syrup is fairly less. In a bit of ghee, because this will make the rasgullas even smoother. So here you see, first is grease your palm. Just grease your palm like this, and then take very small dough, smaller than a lemon, and just roll these. Into balls, and now we will just drop them in the hot sugar syrup. Just see that here I have taken a very roomy pan, so that, because these will really spread, so do not put them in a small container, because then they'll not be able to spread and they can even crack. So there goes your rasgullas, and drop them quickly, and now you will just cover these. And these are at medium heat, medium to high, not low, because then they will not they'll not swell up. So just cover these, and do not be tempted to open. Wait for 20 minutes. It will exactly take 20 minutes, and then we're going to see what happens next. 20 minutes are done, and now we'll just quickly check as to what's happening with the rasgulla. You can see these are looking so good, so amazing, and how beautifully they have fluffed up. Again, as these should be left in hot syrup and not put in the refrigerator to cool, because then they may toughen up. So just allow it to cool in its own heat. So these are your rasgullas, looking so lovely, so soft. Oops, these are really hot. And now I'll just, some people also prefer adding saffrons to it, but traditionally we haven't had with saffron, so you could add saffron, but I'm just going to add a little bit of rose water, and I don't have fresh petals, so I'll just use some dried rose petals. And so I hope you like this recipe as much as I did, and make this dish as a part of your celebration. And do like, subscribe and share if you like this recipe. And there are a lot of healthy recipes on my channel, you can watch those. And these are the few healthy recipes that are very close to our Indian hearts, and I really like making these lovely recipes for you. So bye for now, eat healthy